Going. So here we are at the Artist Lounge during CMJ 2014 with Caleb and Rico from the band Team. How you guys doing?
Doing very well, man. We're excited to be here.
Excellent. We're glad to have you here. Your first time at CMJ?
Yeah, this is it.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And when did you get in? I heard you just got in, so you probably didn't get to spend too much time doing much, right?
No, not yet. We got in. We pulled in this morning. So just half the time we've been here, we were looking for parking. So
Yeah. So I dropped Caleb off, and then I did circles.
And
Really?
you just found a parking spot
Which,
12 hours later.
yeah. And I think it hasn't been towed yet. We'll see.
so let's
Towed or stolen?
Hopefully not.
Oh God.
Oh, and you came in from Philadelphia yesterday, so.
We played a show last night in Philly. So
And how'd that go?
it was great. It was a fantastic show. Philly's a beautiful place. You know, it's always a pleasure to play there.
City of brotherly love.
Say amen, brother. Amen,
What's
brother.
up, Rico over there with some winks?
Yeah.
That's not true.
This is great. So, the first time playing in New York? You've been here before?
We have before, not with this band. This is our first time to be here with Team, and we're excited, man. We've heard so many good things about the scene that we're about to be a part of, and we're very stoked, man. It's really cool.
You're going to be part of the Texas Takeover showcase?
Are we?
Oh wow, that's a good question.
I hope so. That's
You're playing tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're playing tonight,
And tomorrow?
and then Saturday.
I think you're on that showcase.
so.
That'd be great. It'd be very fitting.
Yeah, a lot of cool bands from Texas have come out of that showcase. So, I'm hearing great things about your band. So I'm looking forward to seeing you. While I'm here this week.
What show are you catching, if you don't mind me asking?
The Texas Takeover.
Okay, well, makes sense. You asked about that.
So I better not be wrong.
I hope not.
But something I'm not wrong about, you have a new album that just came out, Good Morning, Bad Day.
That's it.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about that. What was the inspiration for the music?
I was having a bad year, and actually, this is kind of a weird story. I woke up one morning and I was already kind of having a weird morning. And I was going to make myself a bowl of cereal. I pulled the bowl out, and in the bowl there was like a residue stain of like a sad face from the soap in the dishwasher. I remember being like, shit, good. And that came to me, Good Morning, Bad Day, and I was like, this just embodies everything I'm feeling right now. So
All the signs.
so we just started writing and riding that monster all the way to the finish line with this record. So yeah. Close one.
That was fun.
That's not your phone,
Yeah,
is
you
it?
can.
Is that your phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
But enough about the phone. Let's talk more about the music.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a really fun record to write and to record and everything else.
So the first single, I Like It, is that I'm hearing great things about that. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What were you thinking of when you wrote that? The inspiration?
I feel like people have a tendency to hurt themselves when they're trying to find some sort of relief in this world. So I was kind of writing about that. Just a lot of dear friends of mine, including myself, have thrown themselves into some pretty negative situations trying to find peace, and that's just kind of what that's about. It's kind of a thing that happens more often than I think we like to admit. Drinking and everything else, a lot of drugs and whatever. So.
So does a lot of that come with being on the road?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, we're not really, we're not doing that stuff. But yeah, like I said, a lot of my friends back at home and stuff like that, they're just looking for themselves, and I wrote it for them. So.
Yeah, well, that was nice. So how long have you been writing music?
I'm 26 now. I've been writing music since I was about 13. It's just been something I've done for fun, and it became a real passion of mine. And I don't have any plans on stopping anytime soon. So.
And what about instruments? When did you pick up your first instruments?
Oh, right around then, actually. I bet you did too.
I started playing guitar around 13, and when I was in high school, I got my first drum set, but it's kind of more just to have, because the area that we grew up in, it seemed like there were a lot of guitar players, but there weren't really any drummers. So I kind of had one I messed around with, but I never really played much. But I kind of started taking it seriously in the last few years, and we've all been playing since we're like teenagers, I guess.
Yeah.
And you grew up in Dallas, or?
We grew up in a small town called Rowlett, actually, a suburb of Dallas, and we lived about a mile away from each other our whole lives and didn't even know it. So.
Oh, really? So how did you guys get together?
Just friends brought us together, I guess.
Yeah, there were some mutual friends that kind of connected the dots, and it was kind of funny to find out. It's like whenever he showed me where he grew up, and my parents still live in the same house. It was literally like walking distance. I'm like, how did we never cross paths before?
Yeah, I worked at a Starbucks like 0.1 mile away from where he
that I would always walk to.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I never saw the guy. I never met him. It's pretty interesting.
Wow, you're the barista.
I was a
right?
barista. I guess. I wasn't making anything by the book. I got fired pretty quickly.
So what was the best coffee you made?
Pike Place.
What was your specialty?
Whatever was already pre-made, you know?
I'll have that in a grande.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of impressive. You've been touring. You played with some pretty major bands. Third Eye Blind, Imagine Dragons. What are those experiences like?
Rico, take it, man.
Man, it's kind of funny. After those happened, I think it took like a while to sink in. Like the Third Eye Blind one, I don't think it really hit me till actually the tour is over, where I was like, hey, wait, that was actually kind of cool. I think it gets so chaotic, everything just kind of happens so quickly. Caleb's just shooting out songs like left and right, and then we're recording and we're doing this, and like, oh wait, we got this song placement. Oh, we got this tour, and life kind of goes so fast that whenever you kind of like stop, I think Ferris Bueller said you got to press the brakes every now and then, look around, or else life will pass you by. I mean, at least that's what it was for me. I don't know if it was for him, but it was after it happened, I had to like stop and be like, whoa, that was kind of badass. Like, why didn't I realize that when it was happening, how cool it was? So, but I mean, it definitely was quite the privilege to be able to share a stage with such bands that we respect. I've been a huge fan of Third Eye Blind and Jimmy Eat World, and just to even be on the same bill or on the same marquee, like to see their name in ours, is kind of ridiculous. I should have taken a picture, but I didn't think about doing that. I don't know why.
Well, you'll remember for the next time.
If I remember, I don't know.
Yeah. So, you're playing, in your hometown. You're building an audience. Well, what's it like to get on the road, and how do you kind of branch out from your local area, kind of do the next best big thing to end up playing with artists like Third Eye Blind and Imagine Dragons?
I mean, very carefully. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's ever really a secret formula to how to do it, because if there was, I mean, shit, I would love to take that shortcut.
Bottle it up and sell it.
No, I mean, we work really hard, and we just hope that we have a really good team that works with us. From our management to our label and our publicist, and everybody just kind of has the same big picture in mind. So that really helps a lot. That we just kind of hope that with the right people in the right places, that it does what it needs to do. And we just go from there and just kind of let the music speak for itself.
Excellent. So you pick up a lot of fans, I assume, playing around and touring with some of these other bands. Do you guys also use social media outlets to connect with your fans and to build your audience, your fan base?
We do our best. We have Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. We try to stay in constant contact with our fans, and it really is it's a big part of what we do. So yeah, I think there's no choice but to do it. So
great. And so where are some of the places that people could find you online, website and Twitter handles?
wearecallteam.com. And for our Twitter and Instagram, it's at wearecallteam, and facebook.com/wearecallteam.
And iTunes, I assume we can download Good Morning, Bad Day.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do.
Great. Guys, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. And
Mark, anything for you. We move mountains for you, man. Come on.
You guys are great. Thanks so much. And make sure you use that press pass, your photo pass very well.
I'm going to. Thank you so very much.
Great. Thanks,